Hey y'all, so this is going to be a very impromptu video, but there are a couple of things that I have to get off of my chest, and I want your opinion to see if it's even worth doing this. But this channel is this is going to be a different video. This channel is about natural hair care, it's about natural hair care topics, and it is about fashion. A lot of you guys or people who are new to my channel talk about my modest dressing, talk about how ladylike I am, feminine I am, and how you love the way that I dress. I look beautiful, I'm fully covered, and I don't have everything hanging out. That is what this channel is about. However, I'm thinking about starting a podcast. And what I want that podcast to focus on is just basically women in our society today, how we are showing up in society, how we're dressing, our antics, the things that we are doing, the things that we are saying, and one of the most important things, how we are leaving the house. I will explain to you the situation where I feel like at this point, I need to say something, because I don't know about you, but I don't really see a podcast or a show that specifically talks about the things that women are doing, incorrectly, disrespectfully, and just trifling, wrong, childish, nasty. But I want to tell you kind of what let me know that I need to speak on it, because it's something that has been weighing very heavily on me, and it might not seem like a big deal to some, but it is a big deal to me. I watch The Real Housewives of Potomac and I watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta. They are both my guilty pleasures, I know. I am working on not watching them anymore. I will finish this season out, and then I will think about whether or not I want to continue to watch it. So I was watching The Real Housewives of Potomac. If you are familiar with the show, there is someone by the name of Robin and someone by the name of Karen. Karen Huger is like basically the grande dame of Potomac Mills. Is basically the grande dame of Potomac. She and her husband have decided to take up pickleball. So she invites all of the husbands and all of the housewives to like a pickleball event in like an inside arena. Everybody shows up, everybody is kikiing, everybody is cute, there's food laid out, the husbands are talking, the wives are talking. Robin shows up, and when they panned to her to show her entrance, she was wearing these leggings, and I was beside myself. I was basically clutching my pearls. I could not believe that she chose to wear that to that type of event. And I will see if I can find a photo. But basically, she showed up, she had on, because athleisure wear is very popular right now. There's like a cult following, and it has become its own like aesthetic. It is very popular. Understood. She had on like a crop top, or she had on a sports bra. Fine. I clutched my pearls because of what her bottoms looked like. Basically, she had on triangle underwear, but then the rest of the legging was completely see-through. And I know I'm not alone, because in Karen's confessional, she was thinking, Robin, what are you wearing? But then that same woman who questioned what she was wearing like 3 episodes later, when she celebrated her 60th birthday party, she wore one of like those sheer skirts with basically the exact same thing, that triangle underwear and those bloomers. It's just so inappropriate, but I knew that I needed to say something, because the housewives are a part of Hollywood. They're a part of, the celebrity realm, but they are supposed to be, I guess you could say, more attainable. They are supposed to be more relatable. And at that moment, when I saw the trend come down from the runway and come down from Hollywood all the way down to a housewife, or someone who has been labeled as a housewife, and she felt comfortable enough to wear that, not only to the pickleball event, but she also felt comfortable enough to be taped like that and put on a national television show. So I want this podcast to discuss just how women are conducting themselves in today's society. And I will give you the perfect example, because the situation went viral. There was an older woman who is the wife of a retired NBA player. They were apparently having some type of financial strain, some type of financial stress. She is claiming that she had said something to him about it before. She decides to hop on OnlyFans and start her OnlyFans page. Right there, you are already being disrespectful. You are a mother, you are a wife, you are somebody's spouse. She then decides to tape his reaction, and I believe the very first place that she posted it was on TikTok. That's the second thing. That's the second thing. Not only have you started an OnlyFans page, but now you taped his reaction and then you posted it on TikTok. So after that goes viral, she then goes on a podcast, and I believe the two hosts are retired rappers. And during that podcast, she proceeds to give one of them a massage. The disrespect that this woman has displayed is just trifling and disgusting to me. And those are some of the things and some of the topics that I want to talk about on this show. The other thing that I do want to focus on is just simply how we are leaving the house as women today. We are leaving the house with no clothing. We are leaving the house naked. We don't know how to express ourselves. We don't know how to rest in our femininity. We don't know how to communicate. We do not need to walk into the local Macy's and cuss somebody out because they got our order wrong or because they're having a little bit of trouble with the cash register. There is no reason why you should be in your local Target twerking and taping it or having someone filming it. There is no reason why you should be in London talking about scratching your pussy in the middle of the street. There is no reason why your 5-year-old should be asking you to listen to WAP and what was the other one? Pound Town. Just in some of the ways that we are handling one another, how we are talking with one another, and how we are communicating with one another, I think we need to discuss. So you guys, let me know in the comments if this is something that you would be interested in, if it's something that I just kind of need to deal with and just leave it alone, because I would love to start the podcast, and then I would eventually love to start doing a tour, just talking with young women and showing them how to dress, showing them how to present themselves, showing them, what's appropriate and what's not. When you're going out with your friends, when you're going to the club, when you're going on a date, you're not going to wear the same thing to work. You are not going to wear the same thing to an interview. So this is a very impromptu video, but it's just something that has been weighing on my heart because I feel like it's getting worse. And I do think that COVID did exacerbate this. But I think the potential for it to be where it is now was already here, okay? So just let me know in the comments. Is this something that you are interested in? Is this something that is a good idea? If yes, there are a couple of things that I do need to work out. I will need to get my framework because it's going to be a very different tone than this channel. This channel, I try to be politically correct. I try to give examples. I try to champion for women. It's a very positive channel, or I believe that it is. This podcast is going to be, it's still going to be me. It's not going to be as sugar-coated because I think sometimes in order for you to make an impact, you do have to say things a certain way. I'm not going to be rude about it, but I am going to be very upfront and very honest. So you will see a different side of me. It's still going to be me, but it's going to be a more, I guess you could say, direct and forceful me. So just let me know in the comments because I already have a few episodes or a few ideas that I want to speak about. Speaking about the woman on OnlyFans, speaking about the Ice Spice situation, speaking about just in general, as I said, how and I'm rambling, but I feel really passionate about this subject, just women in general, because I think that there is so much potential for us to just come together and support one another, and we are not doing that. And let me also say this is not a podcast that is going to be bashing Black women. This is not a show that is going to be bashing Hispanic, white, Asian, Middle Eastern women. This is a show, or this is going to be a podcast about women. If a white woman is acting trifling or disrespectful, I'm going to call it out. If a Black woman is acting disrespectful, I'm going to call it out. This has nothing to do with race. This has to do with women, American women, and how we are presenting and showing up in the world. So let me know in the comments. I will see y'all later. Bye.
We always have it coming.